Hey guys, really quick before the show starts, something I forgot to mention. Mike has been very busy making some new content on the site, videogamechoochoo.com. There is a passenger car posted where Mike interviews a board game developer, which sounds like something that wouldn't exactly be choo-choo related, but the board game is about video games, so it's okay. We're not fucking around. And also, he's put up a test episode for a video segment that he's going to be starting to do. So I hope you guys go onto the site and watch that stuff. We're trying really hard to bring new important content to our site, even though we don't exactly live together or work together. Why would we live together? That's stupid. We're trying to put some stuff out together that will tickle your fancy. So I hope you guys look at our website. We also have forums now that I'm in charge of. Doesn't that sound fun? It sounds really fun. Go join our forums. VideoGameChooChoo.com. Sign up. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Video Game Choo-Choo podcast. Mike Kazamano is not here today, so in his stead, I, John Machonsky, and my co-host, Stephen Epps, will be taking the reins of this train, and...
Yes, taking the reins, firmly grasping the strings that you pull on to make a train
That's
go.
exactly how you do it, man. You just turn.
You feed them carrots, you turn them around. It's all very good.
One time I went to a train farm. They were very, it was a nice brown one that ate an apple out of my hand.
Trains are really great animals. I mean, like, they're big, they're strong, they're friendly though. They're like big friendly dogs that you can ride. I love trains.
So, enough bad train jokes. Today's
Let's
episode...
get on the right track.
Let's put some steam in our engine.
You almost flew off the caboose with that one, John Machonsky.
Boy, I'm hungry. I should visit the dining cart. Oh no, that bad joke just gave me the West Nile virus.
Alright, you want to stop with all the bit crap and just get right into it?
Yeah,
John?
let's do that. Let's talk about video games. Stephen Epps, my good friend, my co-host, through
What?
How many episodes of
want?
this have we gone through? 20,000.
Too many of them.
Yes.
Too many of them. What do you want, John?
I'd just like to ask you what you've been doing during this past week. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing alright, John. I've played a decent number of video games.
That's good.
Yeah, I've played a couple of demos on the Vita. One was for this game called Tokiden, which is made by the same people that do the Dynasty Warriors games, and I can say without any sort of exaggeration whatsoever that it is a 100% complete and total shameless ripoff of Monster Hunter. Like, right down to the mechanics, right down to like the user interface, everything about this game is Monster Hunter, except it actually has a tutorial, and God bless it for having a tutorial.
Alright.
Because that was my big problem with Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii U, is that it just kind of throws you in there and you don't really know what to do, and it's just like, go fight the Lambogia, and it's like, what is a Lambogia? It's that monster you gotta fight. Where is it? I don't know. Go find it. And with this one, it's like, it runs through all of the basics, where the thing that you're hunting is actually highlighted on the little map so you know where to go to start off with. It doesn't just say, go find the thing, the guy, Rathalos, whatever. It actually holds your hand a little bit, which I definitely appreciate. And this is a long demo too. It's supposed to be about 5 hours long, and it basically just encompasses like the first little bit of the game. And when you buy the actual Tokiden final game, if you've played through the demo, it'll transfer the save so you don't have to go through all the same stuff again, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe I'll get into that. I've kind of been wanting to play a game on the Vita, and after playing a whole bunch of stuff on the 3DS and then finally picking up something on the Vita, man, it looks so nice. Sometimes, like, how often do you play your Vita for something that isn't like Persona?
I haven't really been playing too much on my Vita. Sometimes I'll play Sonic Kart if I'm waiting for something, but recently I've just been kind of poking around at PC games. But yeah, no, I've played plenty of stuff on my Vita, and it is a really nice screen on the original Vita.
Yeah, it's such a nice screen, and the graphics on it are really nice, and Tokiden runs really well. And it just, every time I get just like one little taste of what the Vita can do, I just like, why is the 3DS the one that took off this generation? Why am I, like, cause I love the 3DS, and I love all the games that come out on the 3DS, but the Vita is technologically so much nicer, and if more people would just put more attention into making things exclusively for the Vita, I would go crazy with it. I'd love the thing. I would take it with me everywhere. And, like, that's a big problem with the Vita, is that it does have a sizable library. It's got a really decent library. It's just, almost everything that's out for the Vita I already own. Through Steam sales. Like, right now I could pay $13 for, it has Stealth Bastard, Proteus, Thomas Was Alone, and, the Lone Survivor game. All that for $15. I already own all of those games on Steam, and I just look at that, it's like, wow, that would be really nice. But I have all of those already. So I just don't buy it. Aside from that, I also played the demo for Touch My Katamari.
Alright.
Which was really fun. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I looked around on some reviews, and, like, the reviews are very middling, but the main criticism of the game is that if you've played a lot of Katamari games before, they reuse a lot of levels. And that's just a big problem.
That's been the problem that I've been hearing from Katamari fans for a while now, is that they really want a new Katamari game, but I think since the Xbox 360 one, they've just been reusing levels, and everyone's really upset about that.
Yeah, I can see, as a long-standing fan of the franchise, why you'd be mad about that. But as a newbie, like me, I played the original Katamari on the PlayStation 2, and that's it. It's a lot of fun. I really like it. I like the mechanic where you can, stretch the Katamari by using the back screen, so you can make it either long or really tall. That's actually really helpful. The music is definitely a lot different from what the original had. Cause, the original had all this, really nice, quirky music, and it had a nice variety to it, and from what I heard in the demo, it just kind of sounds like a bit of a generic kind of J-poppy kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's cause I like that kind of stuff. A lot of people don't, I do, but I'm willing to say, it was kind of disappointing considering, I would have even just been happy if they just used the original Katamari soundtrack.
Yeah.
Cause that soundtrack's fucking great. I'll listen to that all day. Reuse the hell out of that. With this one, it's I can appreciate that they wanted to make new music, but it doesn't really hit the same kind of standard of quirkiness that the original had. It just kind of sounds like, it's a Japanese pop song, and all those Americans will think it's weird because it's Japanese and pop. It's not really. It's not that weird.
Yeah.
So, I might pick up that game. It's only $15 now for a digital download of it. I'm already running out of space on my Vita memory card, though.
Oh, yeah.
Just from, because I have a 16 gigabyte one, but that does not get you half as far as it does on a 3DS. On a 3DS, I have a 32 gigabyte SD card on that, and I have just about every single worthwhile eShop game on the 3DS, because I go crazy with it.
Yeah.
And I haven't even used, a little bit of it. And 16 gigabytes, which is more or less half that, already used almost all of it.
Yeah, I've had to just rotate games and delete them here and there. Something you have to be careful with on the Vita, though, and this is a tip for anyone who has PlayStation Plus listening. If you got a Vita and you want to rotate games in and out of your memory card, you can do that, but make sure that you upload your save to the cloud, because it doesn't save games separately from your game. So if you delete a game, it deletes the save. So unless you upload the save to the cloud, if you do that, then you can retrieve it from the cloud. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a really good tip, because if I, like, deleted Sonic Racing after unlocking a whole bunch of characters, and I wanted it back, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, so make sure you upload your saves to the cloud, because I did that last night with a couple of games, cleared off some space on my memory card, and I made sure to upload to the cloud, because I'm like halfway through Gravity Rush, and if I mean, I'm not going to play that again for a while, but I'm going to want to beat that someday, and that would suck if I had to restart.
I don't know how I feel about Gravity Rush. I don't really feel like it's a very good, like, mobile game.
Gravity Rush is definitely a game where I feel like it's going to be, like, they teased a sequel, and I'm way more excited for the sequel just because I like the base concept of Gravity Rush, but it's not super great, but I feel like a sequel will be really good.
I feel like a sequel to Gravity Rush would definitely be on a home console, though.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of made its name on the Vita, and it's going to stay on the Vita.
I don't know, because I'm just talking about the gameplay in general. Like, like, from the very little bit that I played of it, it doesn't really feel like the kind of game that you would play on a mobile system.
It would work better with those extra, the extra little bit of control on a gamepad, but I just don't see them.
Maybe I'll give it a try on the Vita TV whenever the hell that comes out here.
If it does, I think they
They would totally do that, because $100 for $100 you get a lot, that goes a really long way, considering what people already pay for, like, little Netflix boxes.
Yeah.
And considering the Ouya is still $100, and those are sitting in stores just collecting fucking dust.
I have never seen an Ouya.
I saw 3 Ouyas when I went to Target a few days ago.
I haven't been
They were just sitting there. They were sitting there, $100 with, like, these big, like, emergency, like, alarm things on them strapped to them. You know what I'm talking about, right? And they had, like, controllers sitting next to them for $60.
Damn.
I just saw that. I took a picture of it and I started laughing. 'Cause nobody's gonna buy that shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be there forever. Like, I also, this is a bit of an aside, I saw a copy of Ride to Hell Retribution for the Xbox 360 at the same Target sitting next to the Ouyas, and it had been marked down to $3.
$3?
And $3, and I still didn't buy it.
I would buy Ride to Hell for $3.
Maybe.
I would do that. Like, I keep seeing Duke Nukem at stores, and it's always like $15, $20, and I was like, if it was 10 or less, I might think about buying that just for a joke, but I can't go over 10 on Duke Nukem.
Yeah, impulse stuff, like, I don't know. 'Cause people say that Ride to Hell isn't even fun to play as a joke, it's that bad. It's just boring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still didn't pick it up. Another thing that I played, let's see, I already talked about that, I played a bit of Wonderful 101 earlier today, 'cause a lot of people have been gushing about that lately, and I've had it for months, and I played it like 1 or 2 times. I'm nowhere near far enough into the game to make any kind of solid judgments on it, but I still really don't like the combat in that game. Like, people say, oh no, it gets better as you go along, the fun of it is to learn all the systems yourself, and blah blah blah. And I just, the screen is way too cluttered for me. Like, it tries to play like a character action game, but it's just so visually busy, it's hard to keep track of so much stuff going on at the same time. And, like, I really like the spectacle of it, and I really want to get into that game, but I just can't get into the gameplay, and I can't get into the fact, like, the first playthrough, everybody says, like, oh no, don't worry about your rankings on the first playthrough, because you're not going to get good ones. I'm the type of person that, like, if I get a B or a C rank, I'll reset the thing and just do it again until I get an A or an S. So, to beat a boss, and then get the little, like, shitty plastic consolation prize, just like, oh, but I didn't have fun doing that boss, but the cutscene was nice. So, I don't know, maybe I'll get into that later. People that played the game to completion really love that game, and say it's such a shame that nobody played it so it didn't get on any Game of the Year lists, and, it's just not for me, I don't know.
I still want to try it. I've seen it going for pretty cheap prices around, so I'm probably going to buy it sometime soon.
Maybe give it a shot. It's, at the very least, I can say that it's charming.
I liked the demo that I played back when that came out. I played that, like, day that it came out, and I really enjoyed the demo. And it took me a while to warm up to it, but then after playing it, and then after seeing, like, Chip Cheesem play it and explain it a lot better, like, I feel like maybe I'll pick it up after Chip does a Let's Play of it, so he can explain a bunch of stuff a lot better, and then I'll actually have more fun with it. Cause I remember I beat Rising, and then I sold it, and he went through he made his Let's Play, and he explained a bunch of more advanced techniques and stuff, and I was like, oh, if I had known I could do that game would have been a lot more fun.
Yeah, I went into Rising having already watched Chip's Let's Play, so... and that was my favorite game of last year, so maybe if more videos start coming out about Wonderful 101 that explain the mechanics a bit more, maybe I'll get into it, because I love the hell out of Rising. Yeah. Absolutely adore that game. No, that's no secret. But I will also admit that game is very poorly tutorialized. Yeah. And Wonderful 101 has much more complex mechanics than Rising, and it explains them about as well. So, not a fan. And for a game that's supposed to be 12 hours long, I just kind of look at that next 12 hours as oh boy, I'm gonna be stumbling through the game and using my continues and continue getting those little shitty plastic rank consolation prizes instead of getting silvers and pure platinums. And I'm just not gonna have a good time, so.
Yeah, that's how I feel playing DMC, except they don't, penalize you as much. It's more just oh yeah, you had to use a continue skull, but that's okay. You get less points taken off than dying, actually, so I'm
Well, DMC and Wonderful 101 are made by very different groups of people with different, philosophies about making video games.
I know. I'm just saying,
Hideki Kamiya is all about the kind of, let people figure it out and let them have a good time, and, DMC is just...
Yeah, no, I respect Kamiya for that, and I'm just saying,
I love Hideki Kamiya, I love him, but sometimes he does infuriating things with his games.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Bayo 2.
Oh yeah, same here.
Having a terrible time with that for half a year, and then finally see a video explaining how to play it. Please get excited.
Please explain your games. So did you play anything else, or?
Not really, no. Right. What about you, John?
I haven't been playing too much because of, I guess I could say this. I'm not talking, this is a little inside baseball-y, but I'm not gonna ruin anything saying this.
Inside stories.
Yeah. I have been waiting on a review code for Danganronpa for a while, because we all know that I'm extremely excited for Danganronpa. It's kinda tricky, talking about Danganronpa because the embargo is for... I can only talk about the first trial. I can't talk about anything past that. So, the review I'm going to write is going to be difficult for obvious reasons.
Because this game's been out for a while.
This game's been out for a while, and there's a large fan base that already knows everything that happens in that game.
Yeah, so it's a wonder that they're even, trying to do the whole spoiler thing.
It's not because they want the average Joe who doesn't know what happens to still be surprised. So.
But the average Joe doesn't own a Vita.
I don't know. I am, of course, not going to say anything spoilery.
I wonder if that same embargo applies to me.
Well, I mean, it applies to the site. So I would make sure not to.
I wouldn't say anything, but that just strikes me as really funny that I could hypothetically do that kind of stuff. It's no, I'm not. I don't even have the game. What are you talking about?
It's strange, especially as someone who is on Tumblr and has reblogged spoilers for this game. Hopefully, it doesn't enthusiastically. Hopefully, as long as we don't talk about it on any kind of official capacity, and it doesn't bring any sort of anything to the main site.
It's a very complex situation.
It is a complex situation, especially because one of the big spoilers in this game could be seen as a conflict of interest with me. So I want to air my grievance. I will make sure, I have to word this as vaguely as possible to make sure that I do not break embargo, but I will just say, this conflict of interest that is a big spoiler in that game will in no way impact my view on the actual game itself. I am going to take Danganronpa at complete face value. I will play that game, and I will tell you how I enjoy it, just based on actually playing it. Now, I should have started playing it yesterday, but the code I sent out didn't work, and I guess this is just a general problem. Like, I got an email just before we started that it's a general problem. Like, I guess something's up with Sony. So, hopefully they get this fixed soon. Maybe they'll get it fixed, I'm guessing maybe by tomorrow or Friday, and I'll be able to talk about it next week. But yeah, I wish I would have been able to talk a little bit about that game, cause I would have definitely played that a bunch today. But
that is
yeah, it's a shame that their codes didn't work.
I can't help but wonder what they're trying to do with the marketing here for this game, because like they don't want spoilers out, but I mean, this game is on the Vita, so it's already going to be incredibly inaccessible, and probably the only people that are going to play this game. It's really, really hard to not find spoilers. You Google any of those characters, and their wiki page is right there. It's this game's kind of been out for nearly half a year and has a pretty nicely established fandom for about half a year. There's already like an anime based on it, just a very big fan base. And you'd think that these are the people that they're trying to appeal to. It's especially strange because I went onto the Sony page to try to see if something was up, maybe just because the Danganronpa page wasn't up on the Sony stores, of why I couldn't download it. But they don't have anything up for it, like not even in a coming soon capacity, so maybe that's why we're not able to download it, because there's absolutely no page up for it. But I went onto the Sony store to look it up, and the Danganronpa anime is up on the store. You can download it with subs from Funimation. You can buy it and watch it. Such a bizarre situation.
It is very, very strange. And
like you would think that they'd be trying to bring in new fans with this thing.
That's why they don't want spoilers to be posted on
they don't want spoilers
official game websites. I can understand why they don't want that, but the paths that they're taking, like putting it on the Vita and like not marketing it's a PSP
it
game.
much.
There's nothing else they could really do.
Yeah, they could have ported it for something more accessible if they really wanted to bring in new fans.
That game would have been so fucking weird on the PS3.
I meant is there some kind of exclusivity?
I think it is, because there's already been a sequel for the PSP, and then they're making a third-person shooter spin-off on the Vita.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then at the end of that game's trailer, they kind of tease that they're making a third main series game that's going to be for the Vita.
So I guess this is a Sony series.
It is a Sony series, yeah.
If I were them, I would probably instead try to go after existing Danganronpa fans and say hey guys, buy a Vita. Instead of being hey guys, with Vitas, check out this thing that you probably already know everything about.
It's really weird. I feel like if they focus the marketing too much on the original fans, they wouldn't make any new ones, is the thing, because they just be like, you guys are already excited for this game, just go out and buy the Vita. Everyone else, you're not gonna care. Who gives a shit about you? It's...
That's the problem, though, is that nobody initially gives a shit about the Vita anyway. It's such a weird situation with this game.
The fact that this game is coming out to America is extremely weird. Just the fact... It's not...
Compared to a specific favorite of mine, it's not that weird that they made a Phoenix Wright clone come out in America. Compared to shit like Senran and Kagura that came out. That's a game that has no business coming out in this country.
Compared to that, sure. I'm just saying the fact that a big amount of the fan base knows everything about that game, it's not weird that the game is coming out. It's just, it's a very strange situation that there's no really great way to handle it, and I feel like they're handling it the best possible way that they can.
I suppose.
And it's a weird scenario, and I'm glad that I'm going to be able to play it, and I'm also glad though that they are adding things to the game. There is new content. There's a completely separate school days mode where I guess it's more based on the dating sim-esque aspects of the game, because in the main game you can give gifts to characters and get extra dialogue out of them. And I think this new mode is focused more on that, and there's going to be extra dialogue and extra relationships that you can have with the characters, because it's no, like, I'm not going to say who gets killed, but it's a murder mystery game, so characters are going to die in this game, and this extra mode is going to allow you, I guess, to interact more with the characters that do die and see what happens with them.
Sounds interesting.
So I'm excited to see what happens in that game, and I'm excited to see how story beats go, because like I said, spoilers have been everywhere, but actually seeing things that go down in that game unfold in context, I feel like will be a lot better than just hearing about them, because a lot of the stuff in that game sounds really, really stupid when you're just seeing it, but in context, I bet it'll be a lot more funny or a lot more interesting than just seeing, oh, this character did this and it was really stupid, because it just sounds like it came out of nowhere.
That is a bit of a problem with something that has like a long established Tumblr fan base.
Yeah, because you'll just see a screenshot of one thing and you'll just be like, when the fuck does that come up? Why would that happen?
You'll just see like the one screenshot of something in the story. It's like, check out this epic scene from Danganronpa. And it's just like, I don't understand, as someone that is not into Danganronpa already. Yeah. I don't get it. So, it'll be nice. I'll probably pick up that game. I need to finish the new Ace Attorney first before I start going into Ace Attorney clones.
I still haven't gotten the DLC for that. I should probably play that.
It's free, isn't it?
It's like $6 or $7.
Oh, well, I already got it, so.
No, there's costume DLC.
The costume DLC and like the SeaWorld DLC. I got both of it. I still need to finish the main game though. I'm only like halfway through it. I actually played it a few days ago, and I checked my game history, and the last time that I had played it before then was like November of last year. So, a little behind on that game. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danganronpa might be fun.
Yeah, I haven't played anything else just because, like I said, I have been waiting for that. They didn't really give me a specific day, so I was just like, I don't want to be too busy with something because I'm gonna have to drop everything and get started on that, because I can post a review as soon as I'm done with it, and I want to be able to post a review ASAP. So, because I want to be done with it.
You want to wash your hands of the Danganronpa.
I want to wash my hands of this situation. But yeah, so I haven't really been doing it. I've been doing some other stuff though. Since we last recorded, maybe we should, because this is a big thing that both of us are into, and Mike's not here.
What is it? Yeah, come on, let's hear it. What is it?
Okay, first I want to hear what you...
Mike's not here!
First I want to hear what you think I'm gonna say.
Oh, there's absolutely no telling. There's absolutely no telling what's going to come out of your mouth right now. I genuinely have no idea.
I was gonna say that we should talk about wrestling.
Oh, wrestling. Yeah. God, I'm out of the loop on wrestling. I'm sorry.
You are?
Yeah, I haven't watched the last couple, and I didn't watch the pay-per-view, so...
Well, I watched the Rumble, and
I heard that it was really bad.
Alright,
I heard that, like, the highlight was, like, Torito.
Alright, I guess for the non-wrestling fans that listen to Choo Choo, I should explain kind of what happened during the Royal Rumble. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's a very, very popular wrestler named Daniel Bryan, who, he's been having this feud with this group called the Wyatt family, and they're these creepy hillbilly, like, cult redneck dudes, and, he had a match during the Royal Rumble, which is the second biggest pay-per-view that the WWE puts on every year, but it's kind of the most fun most of the time. Like, the WrestleMania is like the culmination of every storyline, and that's the big one that everyone knows about. Like, you can say WrestleMania and someone who doesn't care about wrestling will know what you're talking about, because they think of like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, and they think of like Shawn Michaels and shit like that. So, Daniel Bryan had a really good match with the leader of the Wyatt family at the beginning of the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And he, people thought that he was going to be in the actual Royal Rumble, which is a 30-man match where, every 90 seconds, it starts off with 2 guys in the ring, and every 90 seconds they put another guy in, and it just goes on and on until all 30 guys have rotated into the ring and maybe come out, maybe haven't. Cause you have to, it's not a regular pinfall thing like most wrestling is. You just have to get thrown over the top rope and then your feet have to land on the floor. So, everyone thought that Daniel Bryan was going to show up in the Royal Rumble because everyone loves him right now. He is, I would not say that he is at Stone Cold Steve Austin levels, but he is rapidly getting there. Like, there are people at football games and high school basketball games doing his exact chant that he does, which is him pointing his fingers up in the air and pumping his arms and going, yes, yes, yes. So his yes chant is becoming popular all across America, like outside of wrestling fans. He is becoming a legitimate national icon, much like Stone Cold Steve Austin was back in the 90s.
Right.
So people were expecting him to come out and maybe win the Royal Rumble, because whoever wins the Royal Rumble gets to have a title shot for the championship, the main championship at WrestleMania. But he never showed up during the Rumble. Mm-hmm. Instead, they just left him to have his match at the beginning, and that's it. But who did show up is this guy, Dave Bautista, who signed up who came back, signed a contract for WWE again, just because he's having a movie soon, and he's kind of just doing it for advertising.
Yeah, and to just put it, like, really simply, like, I didn't watch the Royal Rumble, but you say Batista. Batista's the most boring motherfucker.
He is extremely boring. He's just this big buff dude, and that's all he has going for him. There are people, like, Daniel Bryan's he's got like a very average build, but he does incredible shit in the ring.
Yeah, David Bryan is charismatic, and he is a joy to watch. And instead of him, they brought on Batista.
And he won the Royal Rumble. He is going to have a title shot at WrestleMania, and a lot of dirt sheets are kind of alluding to him actually winning it and just holding that title until his contract runs out, which is in like a year.
That is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So basically, in short, some boring motherfucker won the Royal Rumble while the poster boy of the WWE right now that everybody loves, like, there's very rarely a wrestler where everybody in the fucking entire stadium will start chanting his name and going, yes, yes, yes. There's very rarely somebody that just everybody loves. And Daniel Bryan is that guy. It
got to the point where when the 30th guy ran out to the ring during the Rumble, like, everyone was expecting Daniel Bryan to show up to be the 30th guy. But when the 30th guy ran out, the entire crowd just immediately just boo. Deafening booing. It got so bad that they had to start, like, they had to raise all the microphones so nobody would hear it. And even the next episode of Raw, which is the non-pay-per-view show that they have all the, like, main wrestling matches, they had Daniel Bryan show up to kind of talk to the COO of the company, and they had this big, like, work kind of thing where it was him talking and being like, everyone wanted me to be in the Rumble. Why didn't you put me in the Rumble? And they kind of try to cover their asses, but the entire crowd, the entire time Daniel Bryan was there, deafening, even though they had the mics up, they had the mics turned down, you could still hear, yes, 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 the whole time. And then there was a point where Batista showed up, and everyone was booing. And there was a dude who had a Boo-tista sign, and Batista, like, looked over at him and, like...
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really strange. And
So, like, even, wasn't, like, the main event at the Royal Rumble, what was it, Cena
It was
versus
Randy Orton versus John Cena, which is
Randy Orton versus
it
John
was a
Cena.
fucking rematch.
Yeah, it was a rematch between Randy Orton and John Cena. It's like, even people in wrestling know those guys' names, and people who are into wrestling know that these guys are, like, the guys that are on cereal boxes. They're just big faces that are big and marketable, and nobody really likes them. And from what I've heard, like, the entire Orton versus Cena match, people were just chanting immediately, "This is boring!" Yeah. Like, the entire
the whole time. This
so.
is boring. Daniel Bryan, that's all it was.
I think that's like Daniel Bryan's key to success, is that he has the perfect name to chant. Yeah. It's just, oh wow, what a train wreck. I'm glad I didn't miss anything. But, like, people were saying that the highlight of, like, the most enjoyable part of it was when El Torito showed up. And who was it that he even fought?
He knocked Fandango out, and that's it, I think.
Dab. So, like, I saw GIFs of him knocking out Fandango, and he did, like, this really cool Hurricane Rana type thing. I'm not big into the names of the wrestling moves, but, like, I was like, oh man, that's awesome. And all it made me think of was, like, wow, El Torito is literally a joke, and he was the best wrestler at the Royal Rumble. And it's kind of sad, too, because I've seen him as Mascarita Dorada back when he wrestled in Mexico, and he's actually a really talented wrestler.
Yeah, it sucks, because WWE is really bad with people that aren't, like, just the average white dude. Because they really don't handle that stuff right. Like, all the black guys, they always have them as, like, a rap-esque kind of guy. Like, they're always, like, a thug. They always wear, like, bulletproof vests and shit. Like, they didn't do that with Big E Langston, which is really neat. Like, I really like Big E.
I love Big E.
So, I'm happy about that, but I'm just worried because, and, like, they have, I enjoy the Spanish Mexican wrestlers though, like the masked wrestlers. They handle those pretty okay.
Yeah. I love Sin Cara, and I think it's interesting what's going on with him recently.
You should explain the Sin Cara situation.
Okay, so Sin Cara, for people that don't know, Sin Cara is a masked luchador, and his whole shtick is that his mask completely covers his face. And in Mexico, he was known as Mystico. And he was, like, it was an honor to wrestle with Mystico because of how much of a great showman he was. And when they brought him over to America for the WWE, he did not speak a word of English, and his wrestling style did not gel well with the American wrestlers, and as a result, he botched moves constantly. And not only that, the mask that they put him in for the WWE didn't have eye holes in it. It just had, like, this weird mesh over the eyes. So he can't see anything out of that mask, and then they also lower the stage lights, give him mood lighting. So he can't see, he can't speak English, so he messes everything up despite being this immensely talented wrestler. And recently it turns out that the WWE let the guy behind Mystico go. They let Mystico go and brought in another Mexican wrestler who wrestles as what's his name?
I think.
I'm drawing Hunico, yeah. They brought in a guy who goes by Hunico, and the styles are very similar, but Hunico speaks English. So, they're just treating him as the new Sin Cara, and evidently Mystico is pissed. Like, recently there was an interview with him, and he says that he's going to try to, like, he's not giving up Sin Cara. He's trying to, like, claim that he owns the character Sin Cara. So he's gonna fight for it. I'm really interested to see how that plays out. Yeah. But, yeah, I also read an interview with with Hunico, and, like, one of the first things that he said when he, like, was talking about being the new Sin Cara is that he can't see a fucking thing out of the mask. Like, that was, like, word for word, like, I can't see a fucking thing.
That's scary.
So, it's interesting to see where they're going with that. I noticed that Kalisto, who is in WWE's NXT program, which is just like the future potential wrestlers that might join the main roster. Kalisto is another Mexican wrestler. He used to also have a full-faced mask that covered his eyes and covered his mouth and everything. And the latest version of his mask has open eyes and an open mouth. So I can't help but wonder if some of the complaints from Hunico turned into Kalisto's new mask. Because they're really wanting to push Kalisto, because Sin Cara and all of the other masked wrestlers, they have a lot of merchandise potential, because they're like superheroes. Like, they put out a repainted Sin Cara toy all the time. Kids love Sin Cara. Just fans of wrestling in general don't like him. So they really need to keep Sin Cara, the character, to sell toys. And I think that's the idea with Kalisto, is that they wanted to bring in another superhero type Mexican luchador. Which I'm all for, because I love lucha. So, lots of messed up shit going on with wrestling right now.
Just today, we're recording on Wednesday. We're a bit late. I'm just gonna say because I'm gonna time myself on this. But just today, CM Punk quit the WWE.
Yeah, I was just reading about this. CM Punk, how long has he been with the WWE? Early 2000s?
Yeah.
Long time, yeah. The straight edge superstar who's really big, still really popular. People still really like him. They still cheer for him. He's just fucking
He
left.
was in the Royal Rumble. He was number 1 in the Royal Rumble, and he stayed till the end. He was one of the last people to get.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. I heard that was the thing that might have pushed him to want to leave, because he was in that ring for over an hour, and then he didn't win.
No, yeah, his problem is that the rumor is that the reason why he's quitting is because he's always wanted to be one of the main eventers in WrestleMania, and he wants to retire soon because he doesn't want to wrestle until he's really old. He wants to retire before he gets really injured. So he wanted.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Because whenever they bring in an old ass wrestler, everybody's on the edge of their seats, holy shit, they're giving that guy a live mic.
But
Roddy Piper, Ric Flair was on recently, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's not gonna go."
Ric Flair did some commentary stuff during the Rumble, and he was so bad. He was just like, "I'm Ric Flair."
Oh god, the woo that he did was pathetic during Old School Raw. Oh my god,
he is really obviously drunk. Every time he shows up, it's really depressing.
Totally. Roddy Piper was also very obviously drunk.
I'm glad what's going on.
So I can see why CM Punk wouldn't want to turn into that.
Yeah.
I can see why he would want to retire.
Yeah, and I guess he quit yesterday or today or something like that. He just walked out.
Out of nowhere, because people still like him, but to tell you the truth, he didn't really go anywhere. He has been kind of stagnant for a long time. Just his character, I mean.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I don't know.
His beef with the Authority, and the thing with Paul Heyman went on for nearly a year, and all that was just an episode of Tom and Jerry with them chasing each other around. It was so stupid.
It was funny in theory, but it got old.
It was funny, but then it just was more of the same for a really long time. So, wrestling's fucked up right now.
Yeah, it's interesting to see though, just as someone.
Yeah, it's fun to watch the train wreck. You want to talk about video games now, Mr. Machowski?
Yeah, we talked enough about Wrestle. I hope that was interesting for you guys.
Yeah. So, a lot of Nintendo news this week.
Yeah, as we speak, there is a Nintendo financial discussion going on, and you said that nothing was going to get announced during this conversation.
Yeah, probably not. This seems... Is there something?
Something not super big, but they announced that Mario Kart 8's coming out May 15th.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, mostly this conference right now is basically just Iwata hanging his head and apologizing repeatedly.
Hang on, let me see
as
what
of
else
this...
is going. Okay, he also said that Nintendo Network IDs are going to stick around for future handhelds and consoles.
That's good.
Now include smart devices. They're not going to put Nintendo games in smartphones.
Right. So, basically right now Nintendo's trying to get their shit together. Finally, at long last, someone at Nintendo came forward and said, things are not going well for the Wii U and we need to fix it. This is what they have needed to do for such a long time, and finally they're doing it. So, everybody's putting forward their theories of what Nintendo's gonna do about the Wii U. Or they're gonna make a whole new console in a couple of years? Are they gonna do this? I'm not here to do that kind of thing. I'm just so happy that at long last they finally come forward and just said, we need to do something. And as of this recording, the translation on this conference is pretty hinky. Earlier there was a news story about how Nintendo said, we need to focus more on children on the Wii U. And then an hour later, everybody, 3 different people came forward and said, no, all of our translators are arguing right now on whether he said we need to focus more or less on children. So the details are, not even the details, just the broad picture isn't even defined yet. Mm-hmm. So that's, we can talk about that a bit later. Yeah. But in terms of good news for the Wii U, recently Two Tribes Games, the people behind Tokitori, Edge, and a few other games, they're all pretty good games, tweeted this week Capnock Games, Gaijin Games, Black Forest Team, WayForward, and Two Tribes Games have something pretty nice coming for Wii U owners. Now, Capnock, I don't know what they made. Gaijin Games, they're famous for the Bit Trip series. Black Forest Games, they made the Gianna Sisters game, which I did not care for, but I appreciated the effort that they put into it. It's not a bad game, it's just not my kind of game. Mm-hmm. WayForward, we all know WayForward. They're fucking awesome. If you don't know what WayForward is, screw you. And Two Tribes Games, as I said, they made Tokitori and all that. I'm thinking that this might be a bunch of unannounced stuff because, Gaijin Games, Bit Trip guys, recently announced that they have been working very closely with Nintendo on a previously unannounced project. So I'm really interested to see, this tweet by Two Tribes says that it's coming later this week. So maybe by the time the podcast has come out, more on this will have developed, but, as a Wii U owner, I'm very excited. Because these are a lot of really good names.
Yeah.
You own a Wii U, right, John?
I have one right over there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
When's the last time you turned it on? The fact that you have to say,
Well, no, let me think. Okay, it depends on if you're asking about when's the last time I played a Wii U game or not.
When's the last time you played a Wii U game?
Sometime during December, because I played Mario.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I played it recently, though, because I wanted to play Resident Evil 4, so if that counts, there you go.
Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
Oh, the Wii version of that. I keep forgetting that game got ported to hell and back. So, as a Wii U owner, I think this is pretty exciting news, because my Wii U is having the same kind of problem as the Vita is right now. I'm looking on the horizon of Wii U releases, and it's oh, you can get Teslagrad, and oh, you can get Unepic right now. I'm just I saw those games on Steam and said no. So, maybe I'll buy some indie games on the Wii U just for the sake of having things on the Wii U, but if this group of indie developers has something for me that I can only get on the Wii U, consider me excited because these are a lot of really good names, and if there's a Nintendo Direct later this week saying, we've been working closely with these guys, and we're gonna put out a bunch of exclusives, here's what it is, blah blah blah, I'll be happy.
Even if it's not exclusives, I just want to see Wii U games that are slightly better or have just different things with them. I don't know.
The phrase indie developers working closely with Nintendo makes me tingle.
Yeah, that is exciting. That is news that I want to hear, because if they're working closely with Nintendo, that means that they are going to have a better grasp on the hardware and will be able to work better on that and make better games on that system.
Okay, and speaking of WayForward, you had a piece of news about them?
Yes, I do. WayForward recently announced that they are putting out a new Wonder Momo game. If you're not familiar with Wonder Momo, that is not your fault at all. The original Wonder Momo only came out in Japan, and it came out in 1987. Excuse me.
Bless you. Edit that out.
It came out in 1987 on in the arcade, and it was ported to the PC version or not, no,
The
PC,
PC
Engine
Engine?
in 1980.
Somehow I knew, like, old 80s Japanese game that I've never heard of, probably gonna be on the PC Engine.
It never came out over here, but it seems like it's coming out. The new one is coming out over here because Shifty Look, the people that make a bunch of Namco-based webcomics, made a...
They're the same kind of people behind Namco
God
High?
bless them.
Was there a Wonder Momo in Namco High?
There was a character from Wonder Momo Namco High. I don't remember who it was exactly.
Well, there you go, guys.
But
it all comes back.
No, Shifty Look is legit. They're a legit.
They're pretty good. I'm familiar with Shifty Look through their Bravo Man webcomic and cartoons. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, those are neat.
Yeah, so Wonder Momo, never heard of them. John linked me to the website, and the first thing that I saw was a bunch of anime women that looked like magical girls with very low-cut tops. And I was just like, yeah, that looks like a way forward title. Mm-hmm. So, interested to see where they go with that. Maybe that's the big thing that they're talking about. I don't know. Way forward. Always excited for a way forward game. Sometimes. They've kind of been phoning it in a little bit lately. Yeah. Mostly just in mind, I'm thinking of that Adventure Time game. Not so good. What else did they put out recently that wasn't very good? Because I know there was something else.
Oh.
Do you have any idea?
Oh shit, hang on, really quick. Breaking news.
Oh, breaking news?
Breaking news. There's gonna be DS Virtual Console on the Wii U.
DS on the Wii U? What? Yeah. As in, you can play DS games
on the Wii U,
emulated on the Wii U. Are you sure that's not? You're not reading that wrong. That's gotta be translated.
No, I'm going to show you a goddamn picture. There is a picture of Brain Age on the Wii U, and it says DS.
What?
Look.
Oh my god, I don't know how to feel about that. That just sounds stupid. That does not sound like an excellent idea. Plus, they need to already work on their Virtual Console with, like, SNES and NES games. Because the Virtual Console selection is pathetic, and now you're telling me they're going to be putting DS games on the big screen?
That's weird.
That is a mistake. Like, this picture that you shown me shows, the Brain Age top screen and bottom screen, because you would hold Brain Age like a book. Mm-hmm. So, you would hold it vertically. So they have, like, the split screen going down the side of the gamepad. So, are you sure this is Virtual Console games, and it's not just like they're putting a new Brain Age on the Wii U?
It says DS Virtual Console. That's what people are saying on Twitter.
Okay, we'll see how that goes. That's interesting news. You would think that they would put DS games on the Virtual Console on the DS first. That would make an immense amount of sense.
This is a super weird thing that's going on, but I'm not particularly against it.
I'm not against it. I'm just
weird.
Wondering what the hell is going on with that. That's weird as hell. So, look forward to that, I suppose. Wow, that just completely threw me off.
I'm sorry, but breaking news.
Breaking news, yeah. So, look forward to playing DS games on your television, I guess. Like, why would they announce that? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna put that out of my mind right now. That's just insane. So, DS games on the Wii U. Get excited. Maybe they'll put them out on the 3DS, and maybe they'll actually work on the 3DS and Wii U eShops extensively, because it should not take them that long to put out ROMs.
Oh man, I'm thinking of something really stupid right now. What if they put out Mario 64 DS before Mario 64 legit?
Oh my god, don't even say that, dude. Don't even say that.
Oh man.
How hard is it, Nintendo, to put ROMs out? Like, you even have, like, all these games working on the Wii version. It's hidden behind a menu on the Wii U. You could just go in through the Wii U and get into that eShop. Weird. It's so insane. Okay, back to what we were talking about. Wonder Momo. Way Forward. Okay, Way Forward, the other thing that disappointed me about Way Forward was their recent port of Mighty Switch Force 2, which was, the same game. It's okay. And they put it on the big screen, and they didn't redo the sprites like they did with Mighty Switch Force HD. which I did not care for. So, way forward, I still love you guys. Please bring it home with Wonder Momo. Do good with that. And, wow, I'm looking at these character designs and I'm just shaking my head for Wonder Momo, and I'm the guy that bought Senran Kagura and genuinely enjoys it, so.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure they'll handle it well.
Did you have any other news that you wanted to cover, or do you want me to get the rest of this?
I have some other news. I just wanted to talk about a couple of Kickstarters. One is for a game called Revan by Varia Games, and this game is Metroid. And that's it. It is just Metroid. And their primary platforms are Wii U and Steam Greenlight, as far as I can tell. And this game is just Metroid. And it looks really good. The music sounds really nice. Varia Games is the name of the people that makes this. So, give that a look. Reven, R-E-V-E-N. Looks really nice. I hope it turns out well. I really like this trend in Kickstarter recently, where people will just say it's like, well, the official people aren't going to give us the game that we want, and we know how to make games, so why don't we just fucking make it? So yeah, they're making their own Metroid. I appreciate that. Another game I wanted to talk about on Kickstarter is called To the Death, which is this really interesting looking kind of, beat 'em up / shoot 'em up, where you play as two warring warriors, and, like, you go through each level, and the ultimate goal of the game is that you get to the end, you beat the boss together, and then you fight each other to the death.
Huh.
And it looks really cool. The people behind it are, I don't know their names exactly because I don't do research prior to the podcast, but I know that one of them worked on designing Call of Duty Modern Warfare's multiplayer, and the other one is a primary designer of God of War. So these guys are obviously somebody that knows what they're doing. I mean, like, one of them designed basically first-person shooters for the generation, if they worked on designing Call of Duty's multiplayer.
Oh, yeah.
So, this game looks really promising. It's at $30,000 of a $400,000 goal. I hope it makes it, because it looks really cool. So yeah, Revan and To the Death. Check those both out.
Okay.
One last piece of news I wanted to talk about. Rumor time. Getting into rumor territory. PlayStation 4 to get native PS1 and PS2 emulation. Mm-hmm. So this kind of goes back to what I was concerned with about PlayStation Go. Is that I didn't really trust the idea of streaming a video game. Well, PS4, if they can natively emulate PS1 and PS2 games, might not be bad. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that, John? What do you think? You think that Spyro of the Dragon is what you're thinking?
I'm excited anytime.
Immediately what comes to mind.
Anytime I get to play these wonderful games again, I'm excited. I just want to be able to play Spyro all the time.
Mm-hmm. This seems pretty neat. I still have a PlayStation 2 that can play PlayStation 1 games, so, it's cool. But if you give me an option to go through a menu, or, like, even give me, like, a subscription service that gives me a Netflix of PS1 and PS2 games, and you can give me the promise that it'll be actually emulating on the machine in my house instead of one, like, halfway across the country, or even just the state, I'll be happy. I don't trust that new technology yet. Yeah. So, if that's true, I'm cool with it. One last bit of rumor I want to talk about is the Hyrule Warriors, rumors. And our friend the Masked Chum got into these a little bit, and I wanted to give my own opinions on them as a non-Muso fan. Just, like, there's this humongous list of shit, so I'm just gonna go over the basics here. The game will feature full voice acting, except for Link, naturally. So that could be interesting if that's true. Let's see, the game will be more difficult than Muso games, and I heard that that's kind of the problem with Muso games, is that if you're big into character action games, Muso games are kind of skimpy. Yeah. So, that'll be a bit interesting, because Legend of Zelda is also a bit skimpy for a character action game, if you could even call it that. So, I think that'll translate a bit well for Zelda fans, at least. the roster is going to be somewhere between like 25 characters, and aside from Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf and Impa, it's going to be completely original characters. Let's see. Most of the characters will have their own like unique playstyles, but Link will have some kind of weapon system where you can choose what his secondary weapon is going to be. Masked Chum was concerned with that. I don't have any idea how that'll work, but what he said makes sense. How people will just pick Link, and then whatever the strongest secondary is, instead of trying any of the other 25 characters. Which, it's a Zelda game. People are probably gonna go with Link first anyway. But, whatever. Let's see. Link and Ganondorf are supposed to be able to transform if they build enough meter into Sheik and Ganon. So that could be interesting. I don't know. Impa's a fighter in the game. Let's see. Some of the original characters are going to be played off as Link's childhood friends with names like Ryuna and Nid. So, that's kind of where it's falling apart for me, the illusion here.
Okay, I just got it.
Yeah.
Come on, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're anagrams of the goddess names, so, I don't know. I don't know about that. 'Cause these are all rumors, so this could be bullshit. 7 sages are supposed to all be playable, but they're not like pre-existing sages, but there is supposed to be a Deku Scrub, a Goron, and a Zora in the ranks. So that could be interesting. They could play a little bit like they did in Majora's Mask. That's always fun. The big part of this that got me all excited was that there were supposed to be 3 Nintendo guest characters. Takamaru from Takamaru's Castle, which nobody is familiar with at all.
I know that, yeah.
Yeah, it's super obscure. The thing that lends that a little bit of merit, though, is that Takamaru was in a previous Musou game. Yeah. In a Wii exclusive one. And then you also have Pit and Samus, and Samus is supposed to have, like, ancient-looking armor. So it'll be like Magitech or something.
It's gonna be crazy.
If that's true, then yeah, that'll be crazy, and I'm definitely excited for that. Let's see. Skimming through the list because I don't actually blah blah blah. Let's see, they're going to be focusing more on Western fans, which is always a good thing. For Zelda games at least. Cause, what happened with Link Between Worlds is they listened to Western fans and people were saying it's the best Zelda game in years. So, I trust that. I hope it's good. Rumors are supposedly that it'll have online co-op and DLC for costumes and stages. I'm up for that. Mm-hmm. That's basically the gist of it without getting into like some of the more mechanic specific, kind of rumors. That's all really exciting stuff. I hope it's true.
Alright.
What do you think, John Machonsky? Are you big into Zelda?
I don't care about Zelda at all, so this is...
Well, there you go.
This isn't really...
You don't really care at all,
not
then.
At all.
I'm really big into Zelda. Yeah. I have played almost all of the games, barring exclusively like Skyward Sword, which I could not finish because it was fucking awful. Mm. Like, no, you scoff at that, you're like, oh, he's probably exaggerating. No, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, the problem with Skyward Sword, 2 big problems. 1, motion control, super finicky, to the point where it may or may not work. Like, I've read both sides of the spectrum. People are saying, I don't know why people complain so much. It worked perfectly for me. And then the opposing argument, which is what I'm in, is that it just doesn't fucking work at all. Uh-huh. So, really divisive on that one. Did not work for me. Another problem, hand-holding. Yeah. Hand-holding. The character Fi, she does not shut up. She always has something to say. If she has something to say and the game does not immediately force you, it'll instead play a very obnoxious beeping sound that does not go away until you answer her call. So that's awful. Specific example. Okay, during the story there is a part where you are looking for Zelda. She has not been kidnapped. She is just a step ahead of you. And you're trying to follow her. You're trying to find her. Uh-huh. And you come across 2 characters, and they're characters that are having a conversation. They say, I saw a girl in a pink dress with blonde hair go that way. And girl is highlighted in big red letters that are waving. Pink dress is highlighted and waving, and blonde hair, pink and waving. Like, all that shit is waving. Look at it. Look at this. And then, after you hear that conversation, the camera pans to that way, in order to indicate which direction that way is, even though the level is shaped like a line. You still have to show where that way is. And then after that conversation happens, this all happens in a cutscene. Fi pops up, and she says, Link, did you hear what those guys were saying? They said that they saw a girl with blonde hair in a pink dress go that way. And then you get an option. Fi says, who do you think they were talking about? And the option comes up. You have a choice between two options. One of the options says Zelda with an exclamation point, and the other one says someone else with a question.
Oh my god.
That was when the game just stopped being a game for me and started being an episode of Dora the Explorer. Because that's what it felt like. It was that patronizing.
Yeah.
I felt like the TV was going at me and saying, where's the map? There it is! That's right, the map is in Dora's backpack. Everybody get together and clap your hands and sing the fucking backpack song, because you're a bunch of idiots.
The Wii is for kids. The Wii is for kids.
Backpack. No, that's too complicated. It just has to be backpack. That's the only lyric, is just the word backpack. That's what it felt like. It felt like I was a baby. Not even a child, a baby, and I was being talked down to. Insulting game. So, I got completely off track there. I'm glad that they didn't do that in Link Between Worlds, and seeing that they are looking to make this game more difficult and appeal to Western fans in these rumors helps to assuage the fears that came with Skyward Sword. And even after Link Between Worlds, I'm still fucking terrified that the next mainline Zelda game is gonna be that way somehow. I hope it's not. I hope they knock it out of the park. And this helps to alleviate some of the pains.
Yeah.
Aside from that, okay, I guess I'm done with news. John, have you got some news?
I got some other stuff.
Let's hear it.
Let's see here. There's been some controversy because EA has already announced... Oh, I know, controversy. There's been some controversy because EA has already announced that Titanfall's gonna have DLC in the future. Like that is a goddamn surprise. Oh my god.
That's the controversy?
An EA game is going to have DLC. Can you believe it? Can you believe that they are going to continue to support a game in the future?
Shocking. Utterly shocking.
Wow.
Like, if you're gonna talk about, like, EA and controversy, why don't you talk about the shit that they've been saying about Battlefield 4? Like, recently they came forward and said, like, oh, Battlefield 4, the problems with that, the reason it hasn't been selling is just because people are confused by the launch of the new consoles. Not because the game is fucking broken and you actually can't complete the campaign. No. It's because people are confused. It's not our fault. Fuck you, EA. There's your news. There's your fucking news. Fuck you, EA.
Hey guys, our game is broken. Why aren't you buying it?
We will have no shilling going on in our program. That's another piece of news recently that came out. Both Microsoft and EA both have programs on with YouTube, and this news got leaked where they would just pay you to not talk poorly about it. And the way that you would find it out is that you would put this tag on your video, like it was just a random string of numbers, and there were like stipulations where it's like, you have to talk about the Xbox One and show off the features for X number of minutes, and you have to show this much gameplay of this particular game, and you're not allowed to talk bad about it. And with EA, it was like, please talk about Battlefield 4 for X number of minutes, and we'll give you this much money. And as long as the footage that you show of Battlefield 4 does not highlight the bugs in the game, we will pay you. Like, and this shit came out, which is astounding, I think. That people came forward and said, we got this email, and we thought you should know about it. I love that. Absolutely love that.
I'm glad that there's still some semblance of honor in this community.
Yes, some kind of journalistic integrity, quote unquote. That is fantastic, and we shall let you know that the video game choo-choo shall never be sullied.
It's true.
We will keep as clean as a brand name cleaning product.
We want to get paid. I will not say that I don't want to get paid, but I want to get paid for shit. But I will not...
I want to get paid, but I will not sacrifice my journalistic integrity for the delicious taste of Doritos and Mountain Dew.
I love everyone who listens to this show.
It's the taste of the future.
I love everyone who listens to this show, unless you're some sort of horrible person that I just don't know about yet. But... until you prove that, I still love you. It's like a court. Innocent until proven guilty, love until you're shitty. So, I will never lie to you guys about what I do. I want to be as open as goddamn possible. And if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. We're here for you.
Just this kind of stuff leaves a really bad taste in my mouth, you know?
Speaking of that...
And the best way to get rid of a bad taste in your mouth is the delicious taste of Doritos brand nacho corn chips.
You know what goes really well with Doritos?
What's that?
Taco flavor. And when I want to eat taco flavor and Dorito flavor at the same time, I go down to my...
We visit Mike's mom. Okay, let's get out of this.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
When you want to get a nice taco flavor... No, that's disgusting, John. Why would you say that?
Thanks for putting words in my mouth. Just like... I want to put it... Would you rather we put words that you like to fuck spiders in your mouth? Because I was willing to go the episode without bringing that up, I was
John.
going to say thank you for putting words in my mouth. I would rather you put a delicious taco from Taco Bell in my mouth, but... See...
Speaking of delicious tacos, boy, I sure do love to fuck spiders.
Alright, let's move on to the next bit of news.
That was me quoting John Machonsky.
Angry Birds is in the news.
Angry Birds.
I'm very angry at these birds because supposedly the NSA used Angry Birds to spy on people's iPhones and track them.
What? The NSA is tracking you through
The NSA is tracking you through Angry Birds.
I guess if that's one thing you want to... Everybody has it on their phones.
Yeah, it's kind of genius.
It's just gotten to the point where it's like all of these supposed NSA spying things, it's just like, who cares at this point? Like, I don't know about you, but if the NSA wants to, like, read my browser history to make sure that I'm not a terrorist, well, enjoy looking at the porn, I guess.
Do you like listening about video games? There you go. That's all you need to hear.
Okay.
Alright.
It's just like, oh my god. These people, according to our Angry Birds data, have been visiting videogamechoochoo.com. They have excellent taste. Mm-hmm. That's the NSA talking. That was a quote from an NSA agent.
NSA...
Angry Birds to spy on you for the NSA.
You want to come to my house, you want to come fight me. That's what you should do, okay? Here's my official challenge to the NSA. I will arm wrestle the president of the NSA right now if they come over.
That might actually be a felony to say. I don't know.
Arm wrestling?
I have no
idea. Arm wrestling the president of the NSA. If that's illegal, then guess what? I don't want to be legal.
You don't want to be a law-abiding citizen if challenging people to arm wrestling matches is illegal.
I want to arm wrestle a bunch of government people.
If this is wrong,
Obama,
right.
Arm wrestle him. Boehner, come on over here. I don't care.
Would you throw an arm wrestle match to Obama?
Yes.
Would you let him win?
Would I throw it?
Would you let Obama win? Yeah, would you throw it?
Of course not. This is...
I'm not asking if you would throw down, I'm asking if you would throw it.
This country was founded on integrity, strength, diligence, and intelligence. And if our president today cannot arm wrestle, well, I don't even care who wins and who loses. It is all about the strength of the game. It is all about character. And if President Obama wants me to lose on purpose, I will not support him anymore. I will never support a president that does not want a fair...
Hear that, John? You hear that? You hear that, Obama?
I know you can.
John Machonsky will not vote for you if you don't want to arm wrestle him and you expect him to
I know you listen to Choo Choo, Mr. Obama, and I just want to let you know.
So,
I will arm wrestle
Mr. Reptilian Obama, if that really is your name, get your reptile ass down to Choo Choo Studios.
My house.
And we will arm wrestle you. No, Choo Choo Studios. We don't want them to know that we have a house. We don't want them to know that. Gotta lead them on the false trail. Choo Choo Studios. Got any more news, Mr.
Yes,
Machonsky?
Got a couple more things. A Sly Cooper movie got announced, and it looks really weird.
Yeah.
The voice acting doesn't
people
fit the style of the movie at all. Like, they have, I think it's the original voice actors.
I see those character models and I just think, oh look, it's that nut movie.
It's the same...
It's the nut job.
The same writer and developer of some sort. Writer and director of the TMNT 2007 movie.
Oh, that movie was...
He's also producing the Ratchet and Clank movie that's coming out next year, but that movie looks like it's being just a straight up movie adaptation of the game, and they're not fucking around with that. But this looks completely different. Like, it's so weird.
I don't know how to feel about this, 'cause Sly Cooper's not a big part of my childhood. The only memories that I have associated with Sly Cooper was when I went over to... I was set up on a play date with my mom's coworker's kid, and these people lived in absolute filth. So, like, with no exaggeration, trash piled up to the ceiling and ants crawling all over everything. That's the only memory I have associated with Sly Cooper. So, I hold no particular nostalgia with it.
Yeah.
But this movie does look really bad. I guess not bad. Just, it looks like The Nut Job. It looks like the type of movie, like I went to go see Frozen recently, and I had to sit through the 20 minutes of kid movie trailers. And you know that. You know what hell is like when you go to see a kid movie and you have to sit through the trailers. And especially when there's two sides to that. There's no good side to it. But I would say that it's worse when there are no children in the theater. And you're just sitting there with one or two or three other adults there to just see the movie, and you're all just leaning back in your chairs and dying as this trailer for a movie about nuts and Gangnam Style comes on. Oh
god, yeah.
So that's what this movie puts me in mind of, is that awful 20 minutes of kid movie trailers. I'm gonna go see the next Disney flick and I'm gonna see a trailer for this movie, and it's gonna have a pop song in it. God. It's gonna have what's popular with the kids, the Kanye West M&Ms. It's gonna have an Eminem song about stealing things. I don't know what he sings about.
Yeah, I'm scared.
It's gonna have that, and that trailer's gonna be the longest one. And someone's gonna lean over to me and say, "Hey, isn't that a video game? Don't you know about video games?"
No. I don't know anything about what was on that screen.
You want to go see that? You want to go see that movie, Steven? That looks like your kind of movie. How about you just die?
I don't want to have anything to do with what's going on the screen right now. I am very frightened.
Exactly. I would maybe go see The Nut Job. No, I wouldn't go see it. I would maybe watch it just to see what role Psy plays in it, because he evidently does play a role in it.
He's the mother, father, gentleman in that movie, from what I hear, so...
I really wish that Gangnam Style hadn't taken off, because it is legitimately a great video. I legitimately love that video. It is so good. I feel so bad
for Psy, because I just remember when he got brought on Ellen right after he got popular... Ellen, he walked out onto the stage, and before Ellen said, "Could you explain about yourself or anything?" she just said, "Hi, Psy, show us your dance." And he wasn't even able to, introduce himself. It was really depressing.
When shit from overseas gets popular in America, it always makes me embarrassed to be an American. Because when Gangnam Style got popular, it was the most awful shit would come out of people's mouths. And not even maliciously. It's just oh yeah, I know that Chinese song. Oh yeah, that's from Japan, right? Or, yeah, it's just a conspiracy to get people to buy Kias. That's an actual thing that somebody said. Gangnam Style was a conspiracy to get people to buy more Kias. It's true. I hate America sometimes. Style. I hate them. Oppa Kia style. Ugh. I just really hate trend music, I think. Gangnam Style got it the worst. I also very much dislike Macklemore's music.
Macklemore's just a fucker.
Macklemore is a fucker. He is he's the big guy on Tumblr that's always no, Macklemore is exactly like Tumblr. He's the kind of guy that gets into these big issues but doesn't do it because he wants to be a good person. He does it because he wants eyes on him. It's less about please be nice to these people and more please look at me being nice to these people.
I just can't believe that he had a bunch of people get married on stage. That is so stupid.
I don't even know,
It's
man.
Oh yeah, here, let me use these people's loves as a friggin' prop.
Hey guys, hey, look, it's some gay people. I did that. I did those gay people. I
saved every single gay person. I did it.
I helped those homosexuals.
watch me as I rescue gay people from themselves. They can't do things by
But I like boobies. I'm not gay. No,
I've
homo.
never looked at a dumb.
I love gays, but no homo. Like, that's Macklemore in a sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, this is like completely off topic, but I remember when I was in a bar, and someone was listening to the Macklemore Thrift Shop song, and they were singing along to it, and they got to the part where they were supposed to say, "This is fucking awesome," and then they stopped themselves short. It said, "This is freaking awesome." I hate that. I hate that kind of shit. It's like, you are in a bar. You can say fucking in a bar.
We can say fucking on our podcast.
We can say fucking on our podcast. We're big
poop.
boys.
We can say pee. Oh my god, we can say anything.
You can say almost anything, as I have come to learn. Almost anything.
Some things are mean. But man, we can say balls.
Oh man, let's talk about my balls. Let's just talk about our balls for the rest of the show.
No, there's 2 more news articles.
It's snowing outside right now, and I would just love to go outside and get my balls in the snow. Just air them out. This is what men do with their balls, ladies. They air out. If you ever wonder what it's like to have testicles, this is it. We dip them in the snow to cool off. It's a yearly ritual for us. They fall off if we don't dip them in snow.
I just read the best tweet about this Nintendo financial thing. The fake Iwata Twitter.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at my joke.
No, you're not funny.
No, what is... Fuck you, John.
No, he tweeted, "One of those investors asked me, why not have DS Virtual Console on the 3DS? I'm done." Laughs, drops mic, picks mic back up. Please understand.
It's funny because it's true, because Iwata and everybody in Nintendo is so immensely fucked in the head.
Oh man.
It's crazy how Nintendo and everybody working there has to sit back and ask what's wrong right now.
Yeah.
Like, they they recognize that they fucked up, but they don't know what they did wrong. Like, they sit back and it's like, we didn't market anything, and we made a bunch of really bad decisions, and we didn't support our console, our virtual console service is pathetic. What are we doing wrong? It takes us half a year to get NES games on it. It takes us 3 years to get Nintendo 64 games on just the Wii. We don't know what's going wrong. I'll tell you what's going wrong is you're not fucking trying. That's your problem. They need to get Gordon Ramsay to go to Nintendo. Just start swearing at people. It's like, you're not fucking trying! You've got to think! This is fucking pathetic! You're gonna kill people!
Yeah.
That's what they need. Gordon Ramsay in charge of Nintendo right now. Bad impression of him. Hire me. I'll do it. I can cuss like him. I can do a bad impression.
Oh, man.
Any more news?
Yeah. Here's 2 more things really quick. Microsoft bought the IP of Gears of War back from Epic. And it looks like they're trying to put something out for 2015.
Oh no, I guess I won't get to play a Gears of War game on my PlayStation.
I'm so upset about that, you know?
Is Gears of War even still relevant? Do people still play that game? Last I heard that Gears 3 did really poorly because nobody cares about that franchise anymore. Is that game even out? I don't know. I don't know if Gears 3 is out.
Gears of War 3 happened, and then there was also
There was a one, I don't know what the subtitle is, Ascension? Or is that God
Judgment.
of War?
Yeah, there was
Judge Ascension,
Redemption. Red Dead Redemption.
Requiem. The third.
Finally.
Lupin the Third of War.
Alright, and then the last thing. The director of District 9, Neil Blomkamp, who originally was supposed to direct a Halo movie, is now reportedly, directing a Halo TV pilot.
Ooh. You know, District 9, not a perfect movie. At the very least, I can say it was very well directed.
It was a good game. Or, not game.
Game?
I have
movie.
Video games in the mind, ladies and gentlemen. No, it was a good movie.
There you go.
And
this is your brain on games, ladies and gentlemen. Don't smoke the chops.
Don't play games. Just don't play games.
Don't Don't do the do.
That's my advice to everyone listening to the video game Choo Choo. Don't play games.
Unless you got the glaucomas, don't do it.
But yeah, no, it was a good movie, and I'm interested to see.
It's very well directed, very visually well directed movie, so at the very least, the Halo series, if it is given the proper budget, that is the thing. Budget can make or break science fiction TV shows. Mm-hmm. So, if it's given a good budget, it'll be really nice to look at. Can't speak for the writing, but what kind of story does Captain King even have anyway?
Yeah.
So, is that all for the news then?
That's it. We're good. We've run through everything.
Alright, we're good on the news. Do we have any listener questions?
We have 2 questions this week.
Alright,
they're
let's
both
hear
sent
them.
to our Tumblr. Remember, guys, send all questions to our Tumblr. That is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com.
Slash ask.
We also have an email, but Mike has the password for that. I forget what the password is for that again, and I'm too lazy to ask him. And also we have a Twitter, but
nobody ever sends anything to Twitter.
Shit. Question number 1 is from an anonymous question sender. Thank you.
Not me.
This time it's not Steven. This is a legitimate anonymous question. It is.
If I had been writing questions, we would have 10 of them.
So
that's when it cuts me off and tells me I can't send them anymore.
This question reads, Yo, who the realest mofo in the Choo Choo game right now?
Realest mofo in the Choo Choo game? I would have to say that is me.
Well, Steven doesn't pull any punches.
No, I don't. I'm absolutely real. I am 100%. I am based. I don't censor myself. Except for when John starts crying because of the mean things that I said about him. It's okay, John. I only censor myself to preserve John Machonsky's feelings, and therefore, I am the realist. Mike is fake as fuck, though.
I try to be real. I try to be as open as physically possible without being too open.
I'll straight up talk about my balls.
Because I know people don't want to hear it.
That's too damn bad. You're gonna hear about my balls. So, I'm the realist, John is the second realist. Mike does not get the 3rd place, though. He gets, dishonorable mention.
Damn.
Fake as fuck. I'm real, John is also real, but less so. Mike is fake. Fake as fuck.
And our next question. This is a bit on topic for some stuff that we talked about earlier. This is a Tumblr user, Astronuggets, asked us.
Astronuggets.
Not Astro, it's Astor Nuggets.
Good name. Astronuggets. Also good name. You should change it to Astro, though.
They ask, is John the CM Punk of the Chooch Trio?
I hope he doesn't leave.
I don't want to leave, and I don't feel like
Does CM Punk want to fuck Spider-Girls?
Well, isn't he dating AJ Lee?
So he wants to fuck boring girls that can't wrestle. That's my stance on that shit.
No, I like AJ.
You think AJ is cute, and that is the only reason you like her.
I think her finisher is cool.
She does submissions.
That's cool. I like submission finishers.
It's not. Ugh. AJ Lee does not wrestle. She skips around the ring every single time. Every single match that she is in, she skips around the ring until someone falls down, and then she jumps in and pins them. That's all she ever does.
I think she's better than that.
I relish because she always wins. Whatever team that she's on, she always wins.
She did on Monday.
But I don't care. Don't correct me.
I will fight you.
Whenever AJ Lee, gets against someone that can wrestle, I love it. I feel bad because I don't know the names of any of the divas. But if I see someone that is a foot taller than AJ Lee and actually built, I'm just like, yes, that girl is gonna lose, but she's gonna beat the shit out of AJ Lee.
Okay.
I feel a bit like a psychopath for saying that, but I want to see fighting when I watch wrestling, not skipping.
Alright, well
I want the blood to be shed.
Your opinion, whatever.
Okay. So question is John the CM Punk? You are the straight edge superstar.
Yeah, that's true.
You are pretty straight edge aside from wanting to fuck monster girls, and I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't want to fuck monster girls, dude? Lamias are cool.
I'm just.
Would you get a hug from a lamia?
I don't give a shit who I'm hugging, man. I'll hug whoever as long as you're not fucked up.
So you wouldn't. So, excuse me.
As long as you're not.
What kind of ableist shit is that, John? Do you hate lamias?
What is that?
What have you got?
What is that?
Huh?
What are that? What are you talking about?
You say you would hug them unless you're fucked up.
What does that mean, John? Fucked up rude beast, maybe, if you're mean.
A fucked up rude beast,
maybe.
So you wouldn't give me a hug? You wouldn't give me a hug? I'm a fucked up rat as hell beast.
You're not rat as hell.
You wouldn't?
You're a fucked up rude beast, and I don't want to have any hugs from you, Stephen Epps.
Are you trying to fuck me
I'm not trying to fuck you, quite the opposite, in fact.
Are you fucking me right now? It sounds like you're trying to fuck me right now. Are you trying to fuck me right now, John Machon? So, John Machonsky, straight edge superstar? I'd say you're more like John Cena. In the fact that you are a hella face, but you're not going anywhere.
I'm going somewhere someday.
No, I mean like you're here to stay.
I was scared. I thought you were saying
you're the
I was
star, dude.
Bad.
We can't have the Chooch without you, dude. You're like our mascot.
Okay. Thank you.
Like, you're the fighting Machonsky. You are our Moe anime girl.
Thank you.
If we have Dakimakuras, you're gonna be the first one on them.
My pillow.
Hey, why you gotta be lewd about it?
Because that's what you do with those.
No, you hug them. They're hug pillows. You give them hugs. Are you saying that you wouldn't sell a full-sized body pillow to one of our lovely lady listeners? Are you saying that right now? Would you deprive them of that luxury?
Maybe.
You inconsiderate fuck?
Maybe I am that inconsiderate. Maybe I think.
You are so selfish, John Machonsky.
I have the right to be selfish. I am obviously, if I'm going to be the CM Punk of this podcast, then you know what? I'm just going to come out and say it then. I am the best on this site. I am the best game journalist in the world. And there's no futzing around with it. There's no yes, maybe, no, it is a yes. It is all a yes that I am the best in the world. And you guys should be treating me better if I am going to be the best in the world. Why?
Whatever you say, fuck nut.
Why would I put up with less than the best? See, here's my pipe bomb. That was a joke about CM Punk there. I hope everyone got that.
Yes, okay. I got it. I got
so
it.
That was a joke by me.
It made me like you less.
It was a joke by me, John Machonsky.
100% funny humor goof. Thank you. So, what wrestler would I be then if you are the straight edge superstar? Who am I? I'm like one of the old guys that you don't give a live mic to, or if you do, you put a 15-second delay on it.
Yeah, I'd say you're like Dusty Rhodes.
I'm so happy with being Dusty Rhodes. Can I be Goldust instead? Can I be like old Goldust?
Old Goldust? Because new Goldust is doing some of the best wrestling of his life right now.
Yeah, but old Goldust was a better character. If they had old Goldust as a character with new Goldust wrestling, I would love Goldust even more. And I have Goldust on a shirt. I fucking love that dude. I love Goldust.
And then Mike could be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
no. See, because here.
Because Cody Rhodes isn't even a wrestler at this point. He is an accessory to Goldust.
See, yeah, you guys came in as a tag team, but eventually you guys are gonna split. You're gonna fight. That's what this is leading up to.
So you're CM Punk. I'm Goldust.
Alright.
And Mike is Cody Rhodes. AKA Cody who gives a shit.
I think that was a good quality conversation picking who we are.
I think so.
But if you guys, here we go. If you guys have better ideas on which wrestler we should be, that's something that you guys should...
Where should I send the suggestions to,
If you want to send suggestions or any other question that you guys have for the Choo Choo, it is at videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. You can reply us on Twitter at VGCC. You can send an email to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. We'll be sure to check that.
You got hella options. Hella options.
Just do whatever the hell you want to do.
You just do whatever comes naturally.
It's all up to you.
We don't judge.
It's all up to you.
Hey, we love you regardless.
We're just happy that you guys are still listening.
We love you. If you love us, please send us a message. Tell us who you love, specifically which member of the Choo-Choo that you love.
If you hate someone, just say fuck them. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. Please send a message saying, fuck Mike.
John Machonsky.
Don't say fuck John or fuck
Machonsky
Steven, because we're nice.
Stupid asshole. That's what I want to see sometimes.
You're not a stupid asshole, John. You're my friend. You're my friend, John. And I can't have you talking about yourself the way that you do. If anybody else talked about you that way, I would punch them in the nose. Nobody is crueler to you than you are, John. You need to embrace who you are inside. Embrace your love of monster girls.
Alright,
Nobody blames you for wanting to have sex with a harpy, John.
Let's end this now.
Nobody blames you. Alright, well, I've been Steven Epps, and this has been the Video Game Choo-Choo. As always, John Machonsky is here.
I'm here.
He was here. Past tense. Mike wasn't here. He died.
Yeah,
sadly.
Rest in peace, Mike. We'll see you in hell.
Mike Casamano unfortunately passed away trying to hijack a train. He thought we needed one. I don't know why.
He was like, hey, I thought it would be funny if we all actually rode a train this episode. And then we were like, no, Mike.
Why would you try to even hijack a train? They're such nice animals. Just ask.
The farmer will let you ride one.
They even have like little places where you can go ride a train. Just, you give them some oats and you feed them and then you get to ride them.
It's
They're
really
so nice.
Yeah. But.
So rest in peace, Mike Casamano. He was trampled to death by a train.
Rest in peace. We'll see you in hell or heaven, whichever.
We'll laugh at you in hell from up above in heaven. And in order to let us all out on this episode of Video Game Choo-Choo, I must give this piece of advice. If you are going to observe anime pornography, please do so in incognito mode. Because nobody needs you to type the word E into your browser. Someone else comes to your computer, they type the word E in their browser, and it brings up some hentai site. Just don't do it. Just do it in incognito mode, man. It's a better idea. Any letter, really, because, you go to a lot of different websites. You go to a lot of different websites, and the first thing that's going to pop up is your anime porn.
It's fucked up.
Type in a G, it goes to Galburu. Type to D, it goes to Danburu. Go to S, it goes to Senkaku Complex. Just do it in incognito mode, man, and don't bookmark it.
I don't know any of the things that you just said, but alright.
Your mom or your granddad's gonna ask to use your computer, and you're gonna say, okay, and you're not gonna think. And then 10 seconds later, they're just gonna accidentally hit something and be on your anime porn. Be safe. Be safe, Chooch listeners. I've been Steven. This has been John. You're listening to Video Game Choo-Choo.
Namaste.
Good night.